An accident has occurred in the Typhoon.
Where? In here? How did you hurt yourself at the tech lab, dude? 6 people were injured at a tech lab. What are you guys doing? Well, let's turn this off. We don't need it on. At least not right now. We don't have any crew members to unfreeze. You can also turn off the electronics lab and also turn off one of these guys just because we don't have that many. I'm still overworked. How much? Oh, boo-hoo, you're missing one worker. I thought it was a percentile thing. Bruh. Oh my god. Seriously? So I want this one to prioritize...
A probe has completed its scan.
Silicon once we find it. I'll make hydrogen a second priority as well. It is messing with my lights. The game has taken over all my RGB on my keyboard and my computer itself. And before I was saying, oh, it'd be so cool if it actually like did something with it, and it's kind of doing something with it. So right now, the entire outside, so like the escape F1 row, all the outside keys are yellow. And in this menu in particular, T, Y, G, and H are highlighted as a bright white color. And all the other keys in the middle are off. When I go down to the sectors, they all turn back on. Here it's all like, all the middle keys are kind of like twinkling, different colors. The battles seem to have been made up of multiple engagements, with debris from conflicts mostly consisting of wrecked shuttles. Some of these destroyed ships bear the insignia of the UN, though the majority carried Dolus emblems. Sophisticated weapon systems were also identified along the wreckage, bearing the acronym BMS. The Archimist team was able to salvage some resources from the debris. Dismantle Outer Hope. I'm concerned that we're going to get people that are part of the UN and that they're going to sabotage our whole system here, our whole base. They're going to blame us for what happened. So I'm trying to find people so we can get some. There are some on Venus. I should bring them back. Wait, don't I do that with my... Gosh dang it, I should have been doing that ages ago. Do I need a cargo room for that? Probably. Electronics factory. So we're gonna turn off immediately. Because A, it's very power intensive, and B, I don't have the people here to do that. We're gonna need one for cryopods, we're gonna need one for silicon. This poor mining ship's going all the way out here for the hydrogen. Oh man. You poor fella. End data. I'm gonna actually leave him there for a little bit so we can gather up all the science. Perfect. There he goes. There goes our second transport ship. Cargo ship. Fantastic. Humans are always going to be a high priority no matter what. Low priority, medium priority here. Medium priority in that. And then low priority on iron. I'm not going to click the hydrogen just yet. There's no need for it. There we go. Perfect. The science has ship has retrieved all the science. That's what I want to see. You go to Mars. About to get the first person decryoed here. No kind of event or anything. Interesting. I thought for sure that person was going to be a big deal. because they obviously would know what happened. Administrator, the black box data has provided some information on the events that took place following Tycoon's failed Vol jump. Records tell of how Earth was ravished by Luna chasms. In the escalating chaos, states radicalized, and the UN declared Dolus an enemy of humanity. The black box data also described a Dolus facility hidden in the atmosphere of Jupiter, officially designated Hepatitis? I have no idea. The site was used to develop a new type of Vol engine. It has also accommodated the construction of a Torx-class superstructure known to Dolus as the Protagoras. This iteration of the Tycoon was sent on a mission to seek out the habitable exoplanet Remus, with the last survivors of Earth who could establish a new home. Despite the damage done to Outer Hope, the station was able to later receive a distress signal from Protagoras with Vol jump coordinates encoded, indicating the ship's last presumed location. Acknowledged. Send an expedition to Jupiter. Well, I will love to, once I have the Palmer over here, to do that. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have to research this now. Not enough ally for repairs. Oh, fudge! Oh, fudge! That's kind of bad.
Warning. A sector is being overworked.
Yup. So we're just gonna switch some things around. I don't need probes right now either. We're doing okay for food. It's gonna slowly become more of a problem as we do more things. I just need 21 people to be optimal. So we need to defrost these people as quickly as possible.
Caution. Hull integrity below 50%.
Yup.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Sector 2? How did that happen in Sector 2? We're not even overworked over here. We are in a bit of trouble, though. I gotta bring up the, restore hull integrity back up to 675. Right now, I'm at 420, baby. Oh, fudge, I'm an idiot. I didn't turn on the iron stockpiles, so they were not making any alloy. Oh my god, no. An old, disused complex named Kaito's facility has been located on the surface of Mars. Signs of battle can be seen near Kaito's facility, and the complex itself has been looted. Martian sand has almost completely covered the facility. This will make finding resources and information difficult. Existing Dolus clearance codes can be used to interact with the complex system. Use Dolus clearance codes. The codes briefly provide access to hidden cache in the grounds of the complex. Most of the equipment inside was damaged, though there were a few scientific data packets that will prove useful for research aboard Tycoon. Alright, inspect the battlefield. Off now the insect farm's on. We're not going to last very long. All of our allies going towards this electronics factory right now. We're down, by the way, significantly. Remember when we were at 420 hull integrity? Yeah. We're at 300 right now. Not very good. We might have to reload the game due to some failures of mine, but we'll find out. I just realized they might not be able to deposit anything. They might not be able to take it between sectors unless there's, you know... Oh, yikes. You are not getting any more people.
The ship team has completed a task.
They have found hardware has been recovered from the damage. Dismantle what remains of the structure. Boy, we are struggling with a lot of things right now. It really snuck up on me, that's the thing. It really, really snuck up on me. Let's export some polymer over to the other sector, so hopefully we can finish the science ship and we can actually do some stuff. Okay, we're turning back on the insect farms. We turn back on 2 of them. It should help make some more food, because we need it.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Thing has been salvaged. We're going to go over to Saturn now. We have 19 cycles to get up to 675 hull integrity. I don't know if we're going to make it. That'll be the first mission I failed. Melon, go here. A structure belonging to the Black Market Society has been discovered on Titan, Saturn's largest moon. Although severely damaged, the site seems to still be active. Surface scans indicate the BMS station extends deep below the surface of Titan. Further data is not available due to the site firing upon the Tiquin's probe as it approaches. Oh. Make contact. I like how I'm building this thing, and it's literally not going to be used. I could just assign one of these temporarily a different one. In this case, the cryopods, and then have them get sent off to Sector 1. Oh my god. I should have done that in the first place. Alright. We have verified the data several times and can confirm the existence of vast debris field covering an area of several thousand kilometers. At the center of the field is a colossal artificial structure, which, even in its ruined state, makes the Tiquin look like an insect. No signals have been detected. We have identified 3 areas for investigation. 3 areas of investigation. The core of the structure, a secondary structure that looks to be the remains of a destroyed loading dock, and a partially dense area of the debris field close to the archery sites. We recommend the utmost caution be taken when approaching these areas. The floating debris will make navigation difficult and interfere with communications. Well, let's go straight to the core and look there first. After receiving no response to communication attempts, the team landed the Artemis and advanced towards the complex. Security protocols in place, the defense activated briefly and fired on the team. Fortunately, there seemed to have been little remaining power, and they quickly shut down. Entering the complex, the team was attacked by strange animals. Recorded footage from the mission shows an immaculated I don't know. The team repelled the attack with improvised weapons, and the creatures retreated. Unfortunately, no samples could be recovered. Venturing further into the complex, unsettling works of art and exotic writing were discovered. Although the station is still pressurized, progress was made difficult due to the lack of any artificial gravity. In addition, a giant fungus has spread throughout the complex, releasing huge volumes of spores into the local atmosphere. Within what appears to be the main entrance hall, a bronze statue of Mandalk Council member something was, when it comes to names, we're not even trying anymore. They're ridiculous. Like, look at, they're ridiculous. I can't pronounce any of these. Inconsistencies in the reports from the different members of the exploration team suggest that recorded information may not be entirely accurate. Send the team deeper into the station. This game. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get a science team done.
A science ship team has completed a
First,
task.
visuals reveal a huge damaged structure surrounded by anchors that have been detached from their central axis. These anchors show extreme signs of deterioration. The structure is covered in traces of explosive residue, collision impacts, and scarring from unknown weaponry. After exploring the few areas of the structure that remained accessible, the team of Melon spotted a number of salvageable resources near a ruined assembly area. Further analysis is possible, but it will take some time. Survey the dense area of debris. I've turned on our food one because we're out of food in here. I just need 2 more to get back to optimal conditions. Any accidents?
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
I can't do anything, can I? We don't have any polymer anyway, so we don't even need it on. Even going past optimal really significantly increases the risk of severe damage There's no way we're going to get this 675 hull integrity in 11 cycles. It's just not happening. Venturing deeper within, the team of the ship reached the construction site. Deserted and almost entirely frozen, several possible storage areas have been identified but are blocked by ice. The team could break through the ice or restart the station's heating systems in an attempt to thaw out the complex. In one of the storage areas, though, the transparency of ice preserved corpse can be seen. I don't think it's a good idea to restart the station's heating systems, because I'm concerned that that's going to trigger on the security system. So we're going to actually break through the ice. Hopefully no one injures themselves, but let us take a look. The wrecks of the shuttles float everywhere, most belonging to the UN. There are some bearing the acronym BMS. Despite the many hazards and potential psychological impacts from the presence of human corpses, the Melon team was able to locate some salvageable resources. Fantastic. Let's investigate the ruined assembly area. Now we have a lot of workers, okay. Need 30 people for the lab, though.
A science ship team has completed
Current
a
number of
task.
valuable resources via biometric data sampling. They have identified the preserved corpse as that of, well, let's just the administrator of Neptune's Hyperlux station. Thankfully, the body was found with a handwritten letter of farewell and apologies to the inhabitants of Taki's station and appears to be unfinished. We'll let them hang around the rest of Saturn to get the rest of the data, and then I'll send them to Neptune. These guys, when they're done here, we'll send them to Jupiter and we'll continue with the story. This whole area is a mess. This whole sector. Sector 1's now the biggest mess. We need our farm, though. As much as I hate to say it, we need our farm here. After examination, the Melon teams concluded that the site was evacuated prior to its destruction, finding uniforms and equipment bearing the insignia of different organizations. It appears this facility was the property of the UN. Strangely, a number of embedded bodies were found in a secluded area. The team was able to determine the cause of the outcome of the conflict. Was unable. Okay, I was like, what was the cause? But has managed to recover further resources. They have been packed for extraction. Now, here's where I'm concerned. Where there's 250 people are going to be like UN members, and we're going to have conflict. Alright, investigate the ruined loading docks. With that many people, we're going to need our sector. Neptune, what do you got? A lot. Our communication systems have detected faint signals transmitted from what appears to be an old luxurious station on Triton. Transmission analysis pulled a few data fragments encoded within the signals. They only mention public disorder, food supply problems, and frequently reference the name. What's with the naming in this game? Why is everything named weird? Why is everything just named like a normal name? I don't know how to say any of these. Like O-U-X in there, they throw an L. Like, what is this? Oliviux is, I can't be bothered to say any of these things seriously because I can't pronounce any of them. Taki's station has been almost entirely dismantled. The few areas left suggest that those who lived here were swimming in opalescence? I don't know. The place is huge. We have found a sealed room protected by heavily armored blast doors. Dense, and the door's metal suggests that others were unsuccessful in gaining access. Zen Sun recommends the use of explosions given the state of the station. I myself think it's a bad idea. Explosives try to... Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. We'll try to open the sealed door with biometrics. As far as the human remains coincide the majority of the debris that surround the loading dock, evidence suggests that the area experienced depressurization after a structural breach. The dock itself has been looted and partially dismantled. Team did find a few resources. Extraction. Okay. We'll let them simmer here for a little bit to get all the scientific data. Perfect. All right, Melon. Head on over to Jupiter.
Team has completed
The room
a task.
security systems was designated to read biometric data. The doors set only to open for alcohols inside were a large quantity of resources necessary for the survival of the station's residents. The security protocol has been put in place in anticipation of a staff revolt. Ooh, new technology! Collapsible frames upgrade for the stockpile small. Oh, fantastic! Look at that! We'll let them get all the scientific data here, and then we'll move on to Uranus.
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
Yeah, that was always going to happen because I couldn't get the hull up. I've been trying, guys. I really have, but we just don't have the alloy to spare right now. Oh, Jupiter. I was like, where? Coordinates revolved using the encrypted channels and Dulles communication protocols. And they found out they had hope to access to the whatever this site was called. Site seems to have woken the resident PA diagnostics revival that prior to the failure of the site's data archiving systems, the facility has been inactive for several decades. Strangely, the industrial zone is currently powered and operational. I'll investigate that. We have reached the automated construction site, which, despite its age, is still in good working condition. Although the Dulles technology here is recognizable, it is still much more advanced than what we have aboard to Quinn. In the control room for the site, we came across a monument dedicated to Lyra Ferris. I don't know. The resident PA identified us as Dulles personnel and granted access to the data records, which I'm surprised it did. These confirm that this site was used to construct and house an advanced prototype of the Vol engine, codename, name of the game. An engine of this type is currently moored to the EKP structure with a harness link. Our engineers say one of its mining ships could attaching the Ixion engine to Quinn will resolve our Vol jump capabilities. Extracted. Well, they're not doing anything.
Science ship has arrived at its destination.
An abnormal thermal activity on Uranus. At the distance, we are unable to detect or reduce its nature or source. Control, are you receiving us? We have found a tree? A tree? It seems impossible in such an environment. I've never seen anything like it. It's breathtaking. The tree sheds its leaves quite rapidly, but then reforms them almost instantaneously, crystallizing from its branches. The root structure appears to sink deep into the planet. I hope you are receiving our images, as this feels like a fever dream. Let's carry out analysis before doing this. After analysis of various samples, the tree appears to be almost entirely edible. Its roots, leaves, and fruit can all be eaten. RNA sampling suggests the tree is the result of extensive bioengineering experimentation. It is unknown how it was germinated here or who is responsible for this feat. Harvest edible elements. I'm not going to cut down the tree outright. Like, let's exhaust everything else before we do that. So far, everything's been going all right. We were real shaky there for a while, but we're getting a bit better. Ooh, that's not good. The whole stockpile over here is full of iron. So let us have it collected and then be sent out to the other sector. I just realized because this one's not on, I don't think any of the alloys are being exported. Because it's not being stored, and I said I want 100 in here, in this sector, none of it's being exported out to the other sector. Prepared. I just don't know if this is a good idea. But yeah, go for it, I guess. Alright, the extraction procedure was a success. The PA helped us a lot during the operation of my contact to Quindry. May we follow the self-similar pattern. So now we have to move our whole thing to Jupiter. I can't afford having no power for that long. We did unlock the battery. The only thing is, I don't know how much, you know, stuff it takes. It's a 4x4. It shouldn't require any workers, it's just a battery, you know. I'll then send Melon to Asteroid Belt and then Mercury. I guess it's in an event. So I can't move Melon at all. Oh, food is such a problem. The battery is charging right now. I don't know how quick we'll deplete the battery. Probably pretty quickly, just based off all the stuff that requires power. When the tree fell, a plague was revealed that has been buried beneath its roots. The tree was a collaboration between these people. When they joined that, they offered their creation to humanity, hoping that it will erase some of the debt created by the atrocities of Dolus. The tree fell and has been prepared. I have 64 non-workers. Why are you here? To leech off society? How are you not workers? You better be children or something. Alright, we finally have the science building back up and running in the tech lab. Let's go. I'm searching polymer refinery. I do also have an upgrade for this thing. Never mind. I love the batteries coming up slowly out of the ground. I think that's pretty cool. I'd love to go around and like see all the planets and explore and whatnot. But I just don't have the power to do that. Like, we can go to Earth. Let's check out Earth, huh? Let's make everyone really depressed. It's so cool being able to zoom out and see everything. Here we are at Earth. Problem is we gotta like rotate around, so. And there's Earth. And to go to Jupiter, it's 2.1 cycles. Now, it would be advantageous to have enough batteries built to support that. I'll have this thing done one day. I want the factory here. Little industrial area. Or do I want another smeltery here instead? I think that's a better idea. This is becoming our industrial sector. The polymer refinery we'll put down here. Well, the next goal is turning on the second steel mill so we can make more alloy. Finishing our science, let us go up and get the last one. So we've unlocked stability. Provides 1 stability to a sector. We have 2 power, by the way.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Well, crap. Remember when I said we have 2 power, by the way?
The crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
That's funny because although I put down new
Power
buildings,
supply overloaded.
Taquin suffered an overload. During the conception of this mission, many plans for prototype buildings were stored in my memory. With knowledge gathered by our exploration teams, we can adopt them. Stanford's team lacked field data to make these plans viable. Yet, we can still realize their full potential. Batteries will allow Taquin to function on an auxiliary circuit when the battery supply system starts to fail. Build 2 batteries. Well, I've been kind of trying to do that.
Power restored.
There we go. I was like, what killed my power? That'd be that. 11 people are homeless in Sector 1. It's time to build more solar panels. Sector 1 is now an industrial rank 1. We have collected 333 cryopods, in case anyone was wondering. We need 500. So they're not going to start working on it until they have enough points. Until they have enough resources, and we don't have any right now, so yeah. We can't build another solar panel. It's kind of bad. We're gonna start collecting some more cryopod people from the other sector and some ice, just to have it. I want to try to get everyone before I leave. We need to seriously reconsider the design of this area. I've started up my second mill to make alloy from iron. I'm actually going to turn off Cryonic Center because I don't need any more people right now. If you do not put out a fire by a fire station, they will spread and do damage over time. Well, fudge. Oh my god, these things are huge. Well, we don't need them now, but we have them.
New upgrades are available for research.
Fire station, fusion station, colonization training. Prepares crew for colonization attempts. Colonists are trained in groups of 15 every 5 cycles. Provides stability while stability of sector is below 0. Unlocks ability to apply policies within a sector to temporarily address ongoing crises and track sector specializations. Well, okay. Houses up to 125 crewmates in a minimum quality accommodation. Crop farm, mushroom wall. Let's get the crop farm. I'm concerned about fires, but there's got to be a certain grace period where, you know, it's not something to worry about, but I don't know. So this takes carbon and produces polymer. It needs 5 power and 15 workers, which I think we have enough of. We do. So I'm going to turn it on. Now the only problem, no carbon. We have no power left to spare though. Oh man. And now we're out of iron. Algae farm has been unlocked. Nice. Get the fire station. I can't get anything. I don't have enough science. So with that being said, I'm gonna close down the tech lab. I don't need it on. Nothing like having 2 power left. Just so we can build some solar panels. I'm not sure what I'm going to have this area specialize in. Honestly, it might be food. To 9 crop fields using a significant amount of water produce a large amount of food. So I'll have to get the water stuff next. There are lots of cryonic pods in storage. Living with the knowledge that loved ones could potentially be alive in cryosis is not having a positive impact on the crew. To ensure humanity's survival, Tycoon will need as many crew members as possible. Addressing the buildup of cryonic pods in the station stockpile is recommended. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do that. We don't have enough food production to support that. Right now, our biggest concern is getting another solar panel up. Once we achieve that, we can start getting some more iron and whatnot, and then we can start moving on. I know it's sad to think that maybe there's loved ones in there, but frankly, we're so far in the future, I think all your loved ones are truly dead. I'm sorry to say. Oh. You know, I should have been doing that, but that's okay. I should have been building both sets at the same time. Well, you know, small oversight on my side. I didn't know. I thought it was you had to do all of set 1 and then you could do all of set 2. I didn't know that you could do both at the same time. I have thought about opening up another sector, but frankly, I don't know why I would do that, considering I have all this space in this sector not being used, and I think I went a little overboard on all the houses here. 89, 90, almost done. So just watch my hull integrity deteriorate like candy. There we go. Train this guy on to help repair the hull quickly. Oh, they're not happy that I stopped unfreezing people. From storing more than 250 unopened cryonic pods in the station. Guys, they don't realize the severity of the situation. I can't unfreeze them all right now. If I do, you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna run out of food and die. I'm sorry, we have to keep them in storage for now.